Hello, everyone, and welcome to Metro TV. I'm your host, Andy Hoig, publisher, CEO of ALH Publications. We have a great show coming up for you. We'll be talking to Crossroads of Western Iowa, the Centro Latino of Iowa, also Imagine Inclusion, and Carol's House of Hope. So don't go away. We will be right back. Well, I am here with Hannah Smith and Maggie Beeman, Crossroads of Western Iowa. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So what is Crossroads of Western Iowa? That's the first question. So
yes, thank you. Crossroads of Western Iowa is a nonprofit organization based out of Western Iowa. And our mission is to empower individuals to seek out opportunities for an enhanced quality of life. We serve individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities as well as brain injuries and have been doing so for over 40 years.
Over 40 years? Mm-hmm. Wow. So what specific services do you provide to the community?
At Crossroads, we're currently providing 3 different services: residential, supportive employment, and day habilitation. Each one of our services focuses on empowering, supporting, and teaching individuals with disabilities to be more independent. Our residential services are great for individuals who want to live more independently in a home with 2 or 3 roommates. Our supportive employment program focuses on building a person's career goals and helping them find a job that suits them. And then our day habilitation services, which we also call our Links program, is centered more around daily activities that are based off of personal choice and goal development. And yeah, that's our services.
So let me ask you this. How do people find you? I mean, I've got my questions here, but I'm going to go off. How do people find you?
Maggie's probably best to answer.
I kind of flip the questions a little bit.
Sure. So you can visit us at our website, explorecrossroads.com. We are also on all the social media platforms, so Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. We have some YouTube videos out there. So you can find us in all those places, and you can just search Crossroads of Western Iowa, and we should pop up.
Okay. And do people that need your services, are they local, or do you have people from around the area or around the country that come find you? And use your services? Sure,
they're mostly based out of Iowa, local Iowa people. We have, I believe, some Nebraska people who've chosen to move to Iowa for our services. But yep, they're typically from those local communities already or surrounding communities. And if you know an individual with a disability who you think could benefit from our services, you can go to our website, like I mentioned earlier, explorecrossroads.com, and click on the referrals tab. And that'll take you to a webpage that explains all about our referral program and how to suggest somebody to Crossroads. There's also an online referral inquiry form you can fill out, and as soon as you do that, somebody from Crossroads will be in touch with you very soon.
Wonderful. So how can people get involved? Because you're a nonprofit. How can people be involved and support you?
Yeah, great question. So right now there's a great opportunity for individuals in the community to connect with our mission by way of our Giving Tuesday campaign, which, as you know, Giving Tuesday is a globally recognized day of giving, which this year is December 3rd. And in that campaign, we are focusing on building our Fresh Start Fund, which is a special fund that provides our clients an opportunity to get the things that they need when they're starting out and embarking on a new phase of life or journey with Crossroads. For example, a new client that moves into one of our homes has the opportunity to use the Fresh Start Fund to buy brand new bedroom furniture, such as a new bed, a new dresser, which, as you can imagine, helps them really feel welcomed as they're coming into our services. They feel engaged, they feel empowered, so it's a good thing there. And also we use the fund if one of our clients is going out and is going to be starting a new job, for example, and they need a new uniform. They could use the Fresh Start Fund for that. So the best way to give to the Fresh Start Fund would be to go to our website, explorecrossroads.com, or also another great way is just to go to our Facebook page and to donate there.
Yeah, and people can donate, like year round. I know giving to, it's just like a huge thing, which is I'm so excited.
Yes.
But year round, looking at what the needs are.
Yes.
And is it, if like, let's just like hypothetically, I have like all these amazing clothes for women that are business clothes. Could I donate them to you? Or is it more of giving you a financial donation so that they can go buy clothes?
Yes, we definitely focus more on the financial donations at the time, so that clients are able to pick out something brand new
For
so
them,
that they
yes.
feel the best as they're going into that new phase of life and that new job, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the events that you hold throughout the year.
Sure. So every year we hold 2 annual golf tournaments. One takes place in Sioux City at the beginning of May, and the other takes place in Council Bluffs at the beginning of June. We also have an annual walk and roll every year, which happens in September, and that is just a time we invite our clients, our employees, their families, and everyone from the community to join us and just enjoy a couple hours of fun and music and some walking, and just a time to celebrate our clients and what they do and achieve, and which is always a lot of fun. We also, of course, try to take part in any local events going on, so like Omaha and Potawatomi Gives, Giving Tuesday, like she mentioned, any local chamber events or job fairs or county fairs. You can keep up with what we're doing and see all of our events at our social media pages and our website, like we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I just, again, so grateful. So many great things that your organization is doing. One last thing, last question, what does the future hold?
The future is bright for Crossroads. We are really focusing on building a culture of philanthropy in our organization. So right now our board is engaged in giving, as well as community members and staff. We are really building our endowment fund through the Potawatomi County Community Foundation and Omaha Community Foundations. And we are striving to create an endowment that is strong enough to ensure our longevity and our future sustainability for the long term.
All right, lastly, how can people find you again on a website?
Yes, go to our website, explorecrossroads.com, and be sure to follow us on social media.
Yeah. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. Important work that Crossroads is doing, so
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
you're welcome. And we will be right back. Well, I'm here with Ramon Calzada, the Executive Director of Centro Latino of Iowa. Ramon, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me today.
Let's talk about your organization, the history and the mission of Centro Latino of Iowa.
Well, Centro Latino of Iowa, we call them Centro. And Centro was started in 2001 by a group of people in Iowa helping with a clinic doing translation and interpretation. And it took a little while to get started, so they got incorporated in 2005. And now they started doing more and more services beside helping the health clinic. So now it's more of a human service organization that helps the Latino community, not only in Council Bluffs, but also in the Potawatomi County and the other counties in Southwest Iowa. So they've been grown for the last, almost 20 years now.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. So what kind of services, what do people come to you for, and what do you provide for them?
Well, one of the major needs that we have in the Latino community is education. A lot of the people that come to this country, and we help mostly the new Americans, the new ones that are coming, and they have problems with language. So we provide ESL classes, and also we provide classes with high school education, getting a high school equivalency program. And we also, because of that, then we need help with citizenship classes. So those are the mainly educational classes that we have. But then after that, they grew more like financial education classes, home ownership education classes. So anything that is related to their needs, we come up with some of the classes.
Yeah. There's so many things that people just don't think about that. First of all, if you're coming to a country or you're here in a country but you're not speaking the language and you need to understand all these different pieces, that it's really important. And what a great service.
It's very important to become, American. And to become American, it means to know the culture, to be part of the culture. And at the beginning, it's kind of hard because you come from a different language. You can be Russian, you can be Polish, you can be Spanish, Vietnamese, and all of them go through the same. So it's very good that we have nonprofits that help the immigrant community and the refugee community. So we're one of those in Iowa. We're the only one in the western side of Iowa. The next one will be in Des Moines, the closest one.
Okay, wow. So kind of what is your hopes and visions for this organization?
So right now we are located at a mall, so we're mostly like business-like. We do a lot of family support services. We also provide immigration, legal services, and of course the educational services, which are our biggest programs. But I would like them to be a community center, more community-oriented, that is run by them, not by me, providing just the services.
Right.
I want them to be a home. So my hope is to build a center somewhere in Council Bluffs area that they can feel that they go there and be their home, and they can volunteer as well. We have parties, we have feasts, besides just having classes.
Yeah.
So that's my hope in the next phase of this organization.
Well, how can people support you in moving towards that vision and to that next phase?
Right now, we're doing a lot of awareness of the center
Okay.
and the things that we do in the Council Bluffs community and also in the Omaha area. We get a lot of help right now. We're heavily funded by foundations.
Okay.
Thank you to the Iowa West Foundation, the Peter Hewitt Foundation, even the Omaha Community Foundation is a big supporter because they know the need.
Yeah.
The Latino population is the largest growing population in Council Bluffs right now. We are the one adding the people to Council Bluffs.
Yeah.
So they see the need. So now my next step is to invite individuals to be part and become allies of the center.
Okay.
Who believe to help the new Americans, the new people that are coming in that transition. So hopefully we develop, more activities that they can participate. Right now, our biggest event is the Latino Festival.
Okay.
So that's our hope that both the community of Council Bluffs at large participates. It's a whole day event down at Bayless Park the first weekend of September, the first Saturday. And both the large community, the Anglo community, comes together with the Hispanic community and celebrate one day. So that's a big start that we have. So that we can be part of the community, be welcome in the community, and we also contribute to the community.
Well, in our last 5 or 10 seconds, because I'm going to have you back on to talk more about that event in September, in early summer. How can website people can go to?
Our website is very easy. It's www.sucentro, S-U, for yours, that's in English for yours. So Centro Latino, SUCENTROLATINO.com.
Okay.
And that's you can help us over there, and you can also come and volunteer. We're located in the Omni Center, right there in downtown Council Bluffs.
All right. Well, I'm going to have you back on the show, Ramon, so we can talk more about this organization. And I just want to thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me, and so lovely to be in your show.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll be right back. Well, I am here with Megan Walls and Lauren Citro, co-founders of Imagine Inclusion. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay, this is really exciting because this is really new, like within the last year. New?
Just a little over a year.
A little over a year. So let's just talk about what is Imagine Inclusion.
We are a nonprofit that started with a vision of being able to support projects and programs that are really community impact projects to advance inclusion and accessibility in our community. And we just saw a lot of opportunity, starting with our main project, but a lot of opportunity for advancing opportunities like that for families in our community.
So part of this is a playground. I mean, or is that like the part of it?
That's our current project.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's talk about the playground, because that's,
Absolutely.
I mean, that's new, and it's super exciting. So let's talk about the playground at Zorinsky Lake.
Yes.
Yeah, so this will be the first accessible and inclusive park west of 84th Street. There's
Wow.
not one currently west of 84th.
Okay.
So we're hyper aware of that. We have little kids. My son uses a walker to get around.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go hang out at a park, and we were driving half an hour to get to an accessible and inclusive park.
Yeah.
And so we saw a need in our community because we can't be the only people having that issue.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we know that disability doesn't discriminate based on where you live or how much money you make, but families in the West Omaha communities didn't have an option near their home neighborhoods for birthday parties, play dates, plus there's a lot of schools and organizations that could utilize a community space. And so we reached out to Omaha City Parks and Recreation and said, hey, this playground is pretty old, it's not accessible, it's where all the pavilions are, it's off the 156th Street entrance by the water park into
Yep.
Zorinsky Lake.
Yeah.
So it's where Camp Zorinsky is. It's a really highly used area. And so we kind of said, hey, if we raise some money and we design something, can we put it in here? You know, and they're like, yeah, we need to update that area anyway. And so that kind of took us down the path of, we worked with Crouch Recreation to design it. They've done a lot of work with accessible playgrounds around the region. And they've done the ones kind of in Omaha at Carter Lake and Benson and all places out Seymour Smith.
Okay.
And so they've had a lot of experience in it, and they were really receptive to our vision of even advancing the inclusion and the accessibility level at the playground. So it's been a really fun process.
Absolutely, yeah. A normal ADA accessible park only requires 18 activities, and ours is 71 activities.
Yeah.
So
So this hasn't opened yet, right? Okay,
we're
so
in the fundraising
okay,
stage.
yeah, you're in the fundraising, and you have. I know we're showing some really great sketches of
Yeah.
what it's going to look like or potentially look like. How can people be involved? How can people support you, or what's the fundraising piece?
Yeah, so we're very, to just follow our journey and, be aware of the project. We're very active on social media. So we've got Facebook and Instagram. In terms of fundraising support, so we've raised $100,000 since February, and we need to hit $850,000 to make the project come about. So there's little ways. We're on Tag, we're on Amazon Smile, those types of things. We're registered for Omaha Gives Giving Tuesday, all of those community giving ways. We've got sponsorship opportunities. We have a really great opportunity to give someone a playground naming rights for the playground. You can donate directly through our website. So a lot of different ways to show your support. You can donate through Facebook. So lots of little ways. And then once we hit the threshold we need, it only takes about 6 to 8 weeks to get the playground in.
So what is in your perfect world? When are you hoping to have this money raised?
Next summer would be really cool.
Let's put it out there.
shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'd like as late spring as early next summer as possible, so that people can start using it.
Yeah.
It would, it'd get a lot of use.
Yeah. Well, one of the things first of all, I just have to say, I mean, I'm so proud. I mean, women are just stepping up and doing things and looking at how we can, engage our community and doing things that are important to so many in the community. So I just want to say thank you, Megan, and thank you, Lauren, for that as well. We've talked a little bit about how people can support you. And we even talked about what makes the vision so unique for this playground, because you talked about there's nothing like this past 84th Street.
There's actually nothing like what we've designed really in the region. We've integrated, we're trying to make it work for everybody. So whether you have, it's a vision impairment, whether you're a grandparent caregiver, whether you're a parent or, with disability, or the child is experiencing disability. So we've got some really unique features. One that we really like is a roller slide. So it's metal and kind of think like rolling pins, take all together. But what a lot of people don't realize is individuals with cochlear implants or insulin pumps can't use plastic slides because of the buildup of static electricity.
Wow, okay.
So in most parks, they don't have an opportunity to go down a slide.
Yeah.
So we've incorporated features like that. We also have 2 ramp access points, which most playgrounds don't, and it really just creates organic interaction and flow. And our coloring is intentionally high contrast to support individuals with vision impairment being able to better navigate throughout the environment.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this.
So are we.
Yes. And encourage everybody to support this, whether it's through financial means or, you know, however you need that support. So again, how can people find out about you and support you?
Our website is imagineinclusion.org.
Okay.
We have a Facebook page, Instagram. They can email us at imagineinclusioninc@gmail.com. And yeah, there's lots of information out there for it.
Okay. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing this amazing vision that is going to come to fruition here in the next year.
Yeah, make a huge impact.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we will be right back. So I am here with Gail Williams, Carol's House of Hope. Gail, you're the Senior Director of Program and Behavioral Health Services.
It's a mouthful, yes, I am.
So, but thank you for joining me today. Absolutely. And I have to be honest with you, I am not familiar with Carol's House of Hope. I mean, I was looking at the website. So tell me what this is, what this
Carol's
organization.
House of Hope, yes. So in 2014, Miss Carol Kinlow and her husband, David Kinlow, were thinking about retiring, and they thought it was a good idea to open this program instead. And they opened this program, which is a transitional living program for young women who've aged out of foster care.
Okay.
And homeless women as well. Most of them have children, and we provide services that help them transition long-term into more self-sufficient kinds of environments.
Yeah. And I mean, that really is important, because especially when you age out of the foster care system, a lot of times, there's nowhere to go.
There isn't.
I mean, you're just kind of out there on your own. So, so what does that mean? So when they age out of that, I mean, what kind of services or what are you helping them with?
We help them with completing just the whole package of the holistic approach in terms of not just housing. So we're not just a shelter. We are a housing program that teaches them financial stability. We help them with parenting. We take care of the whole person, spiritually, emotionally, the mental health part of it, making sure that we meet all those needs so that when they do transition out of the program, that they feel well equipped to be able to handle whatever life throws at them.
Now, is there an actual house, or is it a? Talk to me about that, because again, I'm learning. I'm really learning.
It's a beautiful house, centrally located in the heart of Omaha, and this home is huge, and it has individual rooms. So we have room for 16 ladies, participants, and their children. And there's a common kitchen area, which is really huge. Hopefully you'll have some pictures of that they share in common space.
Yeah. And how can people, I mean, one of the things with the show that I do is really educating the community about how they can support nonprofits and organizations. So what are types of things that you would need from a community?
Well, we're always looking, of course, for financial support. That's always helpful because we buy diapers, we buy all kinds of things for the participants and their children. But even beyond the financial support, volunteer work we're looking for. We have a shop in the actual, a boutique is what we call it, in the actual home that the ladies can shop, and we just need organization with those kinds of things. Cooking, any lessons and things like that, we're always looking for help.
Really? So,
yes.
Okay, so volunteering means you can come and help donate to the shop or help or volunteer in the shop.
Yes. Donate time, resources, or just your experiences. My mother came once. She's from Japan. She taught the ladies how to make egg rolls and stir-fry noodles. So if you have some sort of background and experience that you think that would benefit these young women, it would be extremely important. Skills, whatever that might be.
Okay. And how can people, where can people go to find out information or what your needs are?
You can always visit the website at www.carolshouseofhope.org, or you can give us a call at 402-991-HOPE.
Okay.
Easy, H-O-P-E.
And where is the house located at?
It's located off of Harney Street in the middle of Omaha.
Okay.
So it's centrally located right behind Children's Hospital,
Yep.
that area.
Okay. And how would somebody, apply for your services? If somebody needs you, how do they find you?
You can go to that website as well and click on the link. There's a quick application process. From that point, one of our admissions or intake people will contact you, schedule a tour, and then see if it's a good fit.
Right. Do you work with other agencies, or are there other organizations that you work with so they can find you?
Absolutely. We get a lot of referrals from, it used to be Project Harmony, but
Yep.
then Promise Ship, and so we do get referrals from them because they work with the age that is getting ready to meet that age of majority, where there's not a lot of services for the 19 and up. And the women that we serve are 19 to 26.
Okay.
And so we make sure that we provide that service for them so they don't have to be homeless.
Wow. How important, and thank you. My gosh, again, I'm learning about this organization and how important and what you do in the community. So again, if people want to help, support you financially or like volunteering, or also maybe giving some skill set and coming in and talking to the women, we go to, where do we go again?
On that website, www.carolshouseofhope.org, or give us a call at that number, 402-991-HOPE.
Okay.
We're always looking for help and support.
Yeah. All right, Gail, thank you so much for coming on the
Absolutely.
show.
Well, thank you.
And
Good to be
talking
here.
about Carol's House of Hope. We look forward to learning more and following the journey. So thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And we will be right back. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to encourage you to vote now. Vote for your favorite charity event. Go to spiritofomaha.com. And also we're still taking nominations for Best Executive Director, Volunteer of the Year, and Business of the Year. So again, spiritofomaha.com, and we will see you back here next week.